Ho, ho, ho. Oh, hello there, little boys and girls. This is your good old Santa here. I was just getting ready to check my book here before I get ready for the tomorrow night when I come and visit each of you. This is my naughty and nice book. I'll bet some of you can read that. Well, I've been looking through this book and I see I've been going alphabetical order. Now I'm to the S's. Let's see, S's. Who starts with S? I see Smith. Smith, okay. Here we have the Chambersburg Smiths. I see the Chambersburg Smith children have been good this year. Yes, they made the nice list. Well, here's little Carter Smith. Well, Carter's been a little bit wild, but he's just a little lad, and I'm sure he will learn more from his big sisters, Lily and Becky, as he gets older. He likes to throw balls, I notice, and he likes to build towers and then break them down. He also swipes milk before bedtime, before it's given to him. And Carter's been feeling a little sick lately. I sure hope he feels better by Christmas. It's good to have such patient sisters to learn from. Then there's Becky Smith. Ah, little Becky. Oh, such a good little girl too. She likes to do puzzles. She's really getting good at puzzles and memory games. And I see she likes to play pretty princess games, my elves tell me. I'm glad to hear that little Becky is no longer afraid of Max the elf. My elves are happy too that she's not afraid anymore of Max, because at first she didn't like Max, but now she loves him. And I'm glad to see how good she's doing at puzzles and things. And I think that lots of children Santa brings toys to like that game, Pretty Princess. And then there's Lily, the biggest sister of the Chambersburg Smith girls and boys. She's been a good girl. And Lily, I see my elves tell me that you like to read, to write, to draw, to color. Well, you're becoming quite an artist. And you play soccer. And you love Miss Meyer, your teacher at school. She loves you too. And you've been not feeling well either, have you? You've been sick last week. Well, Santa's been just a little bit sick too, but I hope you and Santa both get better in time for Christmas so we can enjoy it. Yes. And so you guys have all been good, and you've all made my nice list. So that's a good thing to know. And I'll go down here. There's more Smiths that I have to check on. Here's the Woodlands Smiths down near Houston, Texas. That's Lily and Becky and Carter's cousin. Let's see. Their names are Eliza and Sylvie. Oh, I know them. I see they've both been behaving this year too, and they both made the nice list. Eliza's, one of her nice things that she had is a new sister, Sylvie, who's still very young. But Eliza's been good to Sylvie. And Eliza's just growing so fast. She even has a big girl bed now. And maybe after she's got the big girl bed, she'll be able to get used to a big girl potty. I also love to watch her with her chopsticks. She can handle her chopsticks very well now. And maybe she can try new foods and different foods with her chopsticks. And she can show Gung Gung and Pawpaw when they come. Aren't you excited that they're going to be here today or tomorrow? Depending, I guess today it's going to be according to my elves report. And I see here that Eliza has asked for a bicycle. Well, I think if you be a good girl, maybe your mommy and daddy will get you a bicycle for Christmas. And Santa will put his elves to work to try to see if I can get you some stickers and some coloring books. How would that sound? I'll get the elves busy on that. Yes, okay. Now, Santa just wants to remind you that it's not Christmas yet, so I want you to still stay good all the way through Christmas Day and all the time. Be good girls and boys. And also, I'd like to remind you that tomorrow night, Christmas Eve, when I land on your rooftop with my reindeer and come down your chimney, I would hope that you would leave out some carrots for my reindeer, and also maybe some cookies for old Santa. But don't tell Mrs. Claus, because she wants Santa on a diet and doesn't want him to eat cookies. But a little milk with the cookies would be nice too. If you could leave those out for Santa, I would like that very much. Okay, well, that's about all I had to say, but I did want to leave you with something before I go. It's a poem, and it was done by a friend of mine about 200 years ago. His name was Clement Clark Moore, and his poem goes something like this. You've probably heard of it. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, with visions of sugar plums dancing in their heads. And Mamma in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As leaves that before the wild hurricane fly when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky, and so to the rooftop his coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a moment I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each tiny hoof. As I pulled in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bag full of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a round little belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. But a wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He said not a word, but went straight to his work and filled every stocking, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, as he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all!" And to all, good night. Good night, Chambersburg Smiths, and good night, Woodlands Smith. Oh, I love you guys, and I'll be seeing your house on Christmas Eve, and I hope you have a great Christmas day.